am Patrina Miss Ann, and I am back again. And we're going to continue our talk about relationships. We're going to take a different approach. I want to talk about something that's important that I believe every person should, at some point in their life, come to grips with and identify in their life, and that's purpose. I think that purpose is the most profound thing that I have found in life. Being so connected to my purpose really gives me joy and excitement. Like, it doesn't tell me everything about my future, but it definitely tells me that I am headed in the right direction and that the outcome for my life is definitely going to be one that is great. And so I'm excited about that. I'm excited about my purpose. I'm excited about the things that God is doing in my life. So one of the things that is important about relationships is, like, you don't want to get hooked up with the wrong person, and you know what your purpose is in life, because the wrong person could totally derail your purpose or slow you down from getting to your purpose, or totally mess you up to the point where you don't accomplish the things that you've set out to do. Like, okay, so the game is not set up where, you just have all these tragedies and in the end, you just end up triumphant. That's not how the game is set up. Like, there is going to be a winner and there is going to be a loser in the game of life, kind of just like football, like basketball. Now, in soccer, you might play soccer and both teams end up with the same score. I don't understand that concept. But anyway, we are going to talk about, in life, usually there's a winner and loser. And if you want to be a winner in life, you want to be playing with somebody that is on the same team with you. Like, you don't want to be in a relationship with someone who is your opponent. You want to have somebody that you want to be in a relationship with somebody that is an asset. Like, I don't know all of the positions on a basketball team, but I know that there's a point guard, right? And there's also the point guard and forward. Okay, so in basketball, you have different positions, right? And so you want to be playing on a team where the person that you are in a relationship with is an asset. You don't want to be on opposing teams. Like, you don't want to be on the Rockets and then your partner is playing for the Nuggets, because only one of you are going to win in that situation. You want to be in a relationship where you're both playing for the Rockets, wanting to play for the same team. That's the point. You want to play on the same team. So the shirt that I have on today, it says, his hustle matches mine. Like, so basically it means his purpose matches mine. Whatever that person or whatever she or he is bringing to the table, it needs to be an asset to what the team needs to accomplish. Like, why be in a relationship with somebody that is on a total different team than you? How much success are you going to have? You're not going to have much success if you are playing the game of life with somebody that is on the opposing team. So definitely there are things that you can do to make sure that you have a clear, concise knowledge about what team this person is actually going to be playing for. Like, pay attention to the details in your life and in that person's life and see if those things line up. If they match up, then hey, you might have something there. But if you're doing total polar opposite things, then hey, you might want to steer away from that situation. So how do I know whether or not me and this person are playing for the same team? Well, I want to tell you the one way that you know that is by checking your core values. How do you know who you are and what you're about? You have to check your core values, like the things that are most important to you. So what I want you to do is think of 5 things, your core values that are important to you, like family. So if family is something that's important to me, I don't want to be with somebody that has no respect for family. That's not something that they value. Like being honest, that may be a core value for you. Like not lying at all, like totally being honest with people, that may be a strong core value. If the person that you are considering being in a relationship with doesn't value honesty, then that may not be somebody that you want to hook up with, right? Because sooner or later, what they're doing is going to agitate your core value. So it's not like, okay, people in relationships, they say things like, okay, well, it's not about differences. Okay, we can have a difference. You might like ice cream and I might not like ice cream. That's not a deal breaker, okay? I understand that it's okay for you to eat ice cream and for me not to have any, and that's, hey, we're good. I'll go to the ice cream shop with you. I'm not gonna let that stop us from having a relationship. But if my core value of honesty says that I'm not gonna go in a store and steal something, and your core value says that's how you get ahead in life is by stealing and by boosting and selling things or whatever the case may be, then I know that your core values do not match mine, and that's a super red flag to go a different direction. And sometimes those things are they're more subtle and they are not right there on the surface. But again, that's why you have to pay attention. The places that people go expose what their core values are. If you are a person of faith and you love God, but this person doesn't ever want to have anything to do with God, doesn't want to go to church, doesn't have any conversations with you about faith, all of their conversations are surface conversations, and they say things like, oh, I believe in a higher power. Okay, what does that mean? So for you, if you are very strong in your faith and this person believes in a higher power, you know that that's a red flag, that their core values probably don't line up with yours. Okay, that doesn't make you perfect. That doesn't make you better than that person. That just says that we are not a match. And that means that because we're not a match, we're not going to try to take something and force it and make it fit. You know why? Because sooner or later, that thing is going to come up and it's going to be an agitation to you, and you're not going to get around it. And then it becomes the thing that you spend time focusing, arguing about. If saving money and planning for your future is something that is a core value for you, and not being frivolous with your money, then you don't want to be with somebody that doesn't save their money at all and doesn't have some value and understand the value of money, and all they want to do say you. I'm not saying that you have to be exactly the same. Don't get me wrong. It's not that you're going to be exactly the same, but again, you have to be a match. They say that opposites attract. Well, to a degree. We can't be totally going the total opposite direction and then think that we're going to be attracted to each other. We have to have some common ground that we can come together on, and things that we can genuinely, when I say genuinely, not something that a person is going to say, well, I'll go along with it because that's what you wanted to do. That's another trap. If a person is going along with something that you just wanted to do to appease you, then guess what? 9 times out of 10, no. 10 times out of 10, later on in that relationship, you are going to hear, well, I only did that because that's what you wanted me to do. Red flag. You don't want to do that. Steer the other direction and have faith. Have faith that there is somebody that shares the same core values that you do. Your core values are not going to change because those are things that have been instilled into you by your family for years. And if you are at a place where you're considering dating somebody, courting them to the level of actually having a serious relationship, you definitely don't want to be with them and their purpose, their core values don't match yours. So when we talk about purpose, those are things that you pursue in life. I think about David and Tamala Mann. Like, hey, to me, that's like awesome. They are both working for a common goal. They're able to even work together. Not every scenario may not be that way, but you definitely do not or cannot afford to be in a relationship with somebody who does not fully, wholeheartedly support your purpose, the things that God has designed and called you to do. Like if that person is already gnawing at you and trying to take away from what it is, or they're downcast in what you do, and this is male or female, and they're not supportive of what it is that you're doing and what you're purposed to do, then you definitely want to steer the other direction. It is so important that you value yourself and you value the purpose and the calling that is on your life. And so you want to make sure that your hustle matches. This is my His Hustle Matches Mine shirt. There's also one for the men that says Her Hustle Matches Mine. The purpose of this shirt is to let people know this is my dope couple shirt that lets people know that you too are a solid couple, lets them know that you both are walking in the same vein, that you support one another in unity and in the goals that you have in life. So this is my dope couple shirt. And then I also have one for singles. I didn't leave the singles out because I fall into that category too. And so the single shirt says, His Hustle has to match mine. And for the men, it says her hustle has to match mine. So that lets people know that if they are not about what you're about, don't even step your direction. And what I'm gonna do right now is, for the first 20 people who enter the code HUSTLE, you're gonna get 15% off of this shirt. So make sure that you go to my website, thefierceartsgroup.com, go to our shopping cart, load it up, purchase this shirt, enter the code HUSTLE, and you'll get 15% off of this dope shirt. And make sure you tell your friends about this shirt, because his hustle has to match yours, or either it already does and you two are ruling the world together. Thanks. Get your shirt. I want to remind you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Go down there and click that subscribe button, and then also click the bell so that you can be notified when I go live or when there's another video posted. I want you to make sure that you also share this video with a friend, discuss it, and leave us a comment in the comment section. Thank you.